is Mr. Burgess Bailey. Mr. Bailey, what is it? This is the anniversary of Jimmy Lee Jackson's being shot 56 years ago. What are you hoping to accomplish, and what are you planning on doing on March 7th?
All right, I really appreciate you coming down here for this, sir. Here's the objective of what we want to do. In regard to Bloody Sunday and things that occurred, we want to three things. Number one, to acknowledge, honor, and remember their legacy. Number two, to acknowledge, honor, and remember those Bloody Sunday, the foot soldiers. And number three, in order to acknowledge, honor, and remember those guys, what we're gonna have is, we're gonna have a motorcade that is going to connect here in Marion all the way to Selma, cross that bridge where Bloody Sunday occurred, and then we're going to continue on out into Lowndes County, the motorcade. And in regard to social distancing, concerned about the pandemic and whatever, we're going to have the people to be in this motorcade. They should remain in their vehicles. But as they remain in their vehicles, they still can pay homage to acknowledge, honor, and remember not just Jimmy Lee Jackson, but all of these foot soldiers. And the best analogy I can have is, we all have heard about the straw that broke the camel's back, okay? Or that drop of water that caused that cup to overflow. Well, Jimmy Lee's occurrence, that incident, his death, was like that drop of water or that straw. Something had to happen.
Did you come here today by intent, or did it just happen that you were here on the anniversary date?
I came here today because of the anniversary, and at the same time, that thing legacy, L-E-G-A-C-Y, link every generation and connect yearly. And here, right here, we have Carter G. Woodson for its history. So what we're doing is history, play on words, help to tell Jimmy Lee Jackson's story, his story. That's what we're here. And earlier today we had Jimmy Lee Jackson's daughter, and now we have his granddaughter here. And then at the same time, we had his great-grandson here. And that's all we're here to do.
What inspired you to do this, and how long has this been going on? And I think Quake.com, tell us about that, a little bit about that.
Well, we've done some other work with the military, the veterans. And what the veterans are, they are the professional soldiers that are trained to go out the wars and let us have the freedoms that we have. Well, likewise, these foot soldiers, you know, they were out there in really a war themselves. But what weapons did they have other than their courage and the mission that they were going on for us getting the voting rights? So we want to acknowledge, honor, and remember these foot soldiers. I repeat, those brave, courageous foot soldiers.
Jimmy Lee Jackson was also a veteran.
Yes, and talking with Miss Booker, the nurse that attended him in there at Good Samaritan Hospital, she personally was saying how he was telling her he was on home from furlough at that. But once again, it's not about me. It's us paying homage, okay, to those guys, to remember them. And right here, I'm gonna quote one little quote right here on this particular flyer from Martin Luther King. Jimmy Lee Jackson's death says to us that we must work passionately and unrelentingly to make the American dream a reality. His death must prove that unmerited suffering does not go unredeemed. And that's a quote from Martin Luther King. So we're looking forward to this year's event and what it entails. Absolutely.
Thank you.